Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and it is timeless because we remember the past, plan for the future, and use those energies to live in the now for the next 2 weeks and the previous 2 weeks. We're going to kind of see what has happened and where we're at now. And we're going to usually pull our information. Well, yes, we are saying we are pulling the information from the original source, the original thought, the original word. And now, as in always, we are asking all of this in our highest good. We go to all benevolent energies, entities, and beings in all dimensions, time, space, realms, facets of where we are. This is for Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Wow. Hope everybody's been having a good week. It's been kind of wackadoodle crazy here. Four of Cups. Well, one cup is actually empty. This one's very different. I like this card. It's a little different. I'm going to adjust my little guy here because I always bump the table and he gets shifted. But this Four of Cups, he's by himself. First of all, maybe trying to drown his worries, but he's downed one. He's got one in his hand, and there are two left on the table. He's also got a very full plate of food. Well, 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 well. It's not really a lamentation, but it's not exactly in high spirits, right? He doesn't look very comfortable. He's sitting on a rock, I think. Or no, it looks like maybe like a tree root. It's hard to tell. It's just kind of awkward. So that might be causing whatever situation you're in, it might be some discomfort. Um, you know what I just noticed? They made an error on this card. That says V1, that's 6. It should say IV. That's interesting. I just noticed that. So maybe things are a little twisted, a little backwards, feeling a little out of sorts, right? That might be part of it. It's like you're still trying to figure things out. Something confusing happened in the recent past. So here's your Six of Wands. Here's Four of Cups, but here's the Six of Wands. So you had victory over something, and maybe you're just not. It's like, how did that even happen? How did I win that? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sag, just kind of take the victory. It's being handed to you. Ten of Wands, it's bringing it home. Full harvest. The interesting thing about this Ten of Wands is his legs are bound. Here with the victory, we're being carried through. But here, our legs are bound. Sag, what be going on with that, right? Wow. Empress. So there's some weight to this. And I'm not sure where she fits quite yet, but she's up here and here somewhere. Maybe it's that she's through all of it. I don't know yet. Well, let's keep moving and see what happens. Let's see what happens for Sagittarius next to, well, actually, let's see where we're at right now. It might give some clarity as to why the Empress turned up. Because the Empress, I mean, she's got it all together. She's pregnant with ideas. She's got all kinds of good things going on. She is not for want. I mean, we're looking pretty remorseful, despite having had this grand victory. King of Cups. King of Cups has been coming up a lot. There's a serious examination of our emotions, of our moral aspects of our emotions. Maybe an affair of the heart. Maybe that's this Empress, right? There might be some lamentation over a lost relationship. Nine of Cups. So this guy's got the Nine of Cups, but this does not look like a party. This feels like he's got all the wealth of emotion and he's got nowhere to put it. Nobody to share it with. I think she may have hightailed it. I don't know. Oh my goodness, the Chariot. Yeah, I think she boogied. She boogied on us. Travel. Something about travel, of course. Chariot. Hard control. Maybe you were, I don't know, Sag, were you feeling like you were out of control? This is kind of a different one. I'm gonna get another one on this because I'm not really. It's like a lot. It's not like a lot. It is a lot. Woo. Yeah, that was a significant change, a major adjustment. And maybe you're feeling like moving on when you get home from that harvest. You're going to get the wanderlust. You're going to want to be wandering, moving, changing whatever it is that you feel like changing, whether it's a job, maybe could be even something as simple as, changing the curtains. I don't know. Changing the way you drive into work, or maybe when you go to whatever store that you go to or stores that you go to. Those could also be, switch up the energy, switch it up. So the five of so this is the past two weeks, maybe a little bit further back than that, maybe up to 7, 10. 10 sounds more like it. Between 7 and 10 weeks ago, there's two tens here. And didn't we have a 9? The 9 of Cups. So these swords, they kind of cut, or the wand and the swords, they kind of cut deep. And getting up and moving and doing things differently, maybe taking up a new hobby, maybe taking up a new idea and working on that is going to be helpful. We got 5 of Swords. So we're going to be paring down, and this is kind of a left-handed way, I guess, of saying we've won a battle. It's strategic. We're holding all the cards, as it were. 9 of Pentacles. So the outcome is good. The outcome is good because we have victory here. We have the bounty. Hopefully we're going to be enjoying the bounty. And part of it is that we need to make sure that we are able to share it. So this is financial wealth. This is also very earthy groundedness. So now we have 2 5s, right? We have the 5 of Swords. Now we have the 5. This is about letting go. 5 of Fire, Wands. 5 of Fire, letting go, moving on. So as we are moving on, it's going to allow us to let go. Now this is something I heard someone say, Chris Reck is always saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? There's a lot of effort that's being put in with the 7 of Earth. There's also a degree of patience. And sometimes that patience can get on our nerves, and become irritating. We have that star power though, don't we? This is the star, something about linen, sound, music. Something about a romp. But there's also with the star, there's a degree of vulnerability. Her hands are on that jug of water. Both hands. You don't really see. There's like an odd face kind of behind the sun. So we're being watched. Sagittarius, we're being watched. It could be something as simple as allowing the ones that you cannot see to provide you with the protection that you need rather than worrying about it and just expressing the gratitude for it. That's kind of where that's leading to. So what can we do to pull this together? Because this started out very, very heavy in the last uh it could have been up to, like I said, 7 to 10 weeks ago. Um, Something happening with a relationship, whether it was with a person or a position. It was so shocking and uncomfortable, and we've dealt with it, and we're moving on. We are taking with us. We're moving on by ourselves with our cup in hand. And at this point, it feels like we're not quite ready to share. Maybe we can get some idea as to what that's going to look like, and managing what's going to be coming toward us is keeping the faith in yourself and those around you. And when we are letting go, sometimes it can feel it's going to go back to vulnerability. We're not necessarily weak. We're not weak at all. We're actually quite strong. Wow, butterflies, really strong butterflies, very emotional, admire, inspired by you, songs, emotional bond, telepathic love. So, yep, I'm feeling it. Um, so there is someone who you don't see yet. So if this was a person, that was a relationship that really threw you for a loop, um, you're gonna have the opportunity to have someone reveal themselves to you. And it's only if we are able to initiate this healing process of moving on. This particular Ten of Swords doesn't have a body pinned to the ground, which is pretty typical. It's like, can you imagine trying to get up from that? I think I'm going to be needing some help. So do ask for help if you are that individual who needs that. All right. And it says around spring. So they may be making themselves known within the next 2 weeks. Don't worry about who it is. You let this aspect go. You have the hope of spring. Hope springs eternal. I know some people say hope is a beggar, but in this particular rendition, this hope is that spark. Hope is a spark, and that starts the fire. Keep the spark. That's kind of a cool looking spark. And things are going to blossom. Things are going to just explode with color. In the meantime, looking at photos, good times, thinking about you and dwelling, but keeping it moving. So it's nostalgic, not harmful. Reminiscing in a positive way. Don't do this on your own, please. Truth be told, so if you feel like you've been betrayed, the truth will out itself. And they will have to have an open heart. The dog's going to come over here and harass me now. She's left me alone all day, and you're going to hear her thumping tail on the furniture. Not a small dog, I'm telling you that. Oh my goodness. So tick tock, don't worry about time. It's not floating away. It's something that's always within our grasp. And we need to remain open-handed with whatever this relationship is. And it's going to be a rebuilding process. It's definitely going to be a rebuilding process. All right, Sagittarius. So let's look at some final cards for a sacred geometry to pull this all together. We are embodying the consciousness. Frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So this person will manifest. This job will manifest. It is not a matter of time. It's a matter of alignment. Could be 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks. Could also be 2 months. They don't feel like it's 2 years. And we have to reclaim our authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized yet receptive, wise, and loving. Yeah. Loving yourself first. That doesn't mean being indulgent. It means living a healthy lifestyle, keeping a healthy mind lifestyle. This is about remaining grounded. That's going to be good. Getting in nature. Somebody I heard talking about forest bathing. That was kind of cool. We don't have anything like that around here, so it's just the backyard. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great Gaia and the universe that birthed us all. So that's Gaia. Please do make sure that if you like those images, if you find them inspiring, that you're more than welcome to just stop it, dwell on it, and envision that into your life. I think that is it for Sagittarius. Thanks so much for stopping by. Do like, share, and subscribe. Pass it along to anyone you feel that might benefit from hearing these words in their time of need. Please do reach out to someone if you need help. That's always the most important thing of all. And as always, I will see you on the flip side. Bye.